Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
Welcome back, Eyes and Ears.
Eyes and Ears, welcome back.
Hope
My
you're
fellow
doing well.
Eyes and Ears. The old E&Es, dude.
Peonies.
What's up, baby?
How you doing? I'll tell you, get right into it. I punched Kelly in the face this morning.
Dude, for her birthday?
No.
Did you give her, how old is she? 30?
Dude, I was like
Punch her
knocked
32
out.
times?
I was knocked out, right? Like passed out. It was like 4 a.m.
Oh, I think I know this move. I've done this one.
And Kelly, I'm like, I guess I like, she's sleeping, and I'm also sleeping, and I go to like pull the covers up, but
Yeah.
in my sleep, but I totally missed the blanket, and I just uppercutted her like right in the
My
face.
God.
And she woke up like dead out of sleep, like 0 to 10 real quick, like, what the fuck, you just punched me in the fucking face. And I was like, she said, I had no recollection of this, like no recollection at all. And she said all I did was go, oh, and like turn back over and go to sleep.
Uppercut, dude.
She was like, oh, you must have had no idea.
Dang.
Oh, it was so good.
I usually do like I'll just like reach over to make sure my lady's, if she's there in the morning, because
Yeah.
it leaves kind of at different times. Like, is Heather here? I reach over like a little baby reaching for their binky, Is my binky still here? But
I do
yeah,
that too, actually.
I'll just
And
smack her in the
sometimes
face.
You think they're there and they're not.
Yeah.
You ever do that?
Aw, they're all sad.
Yeah.
Let's go back to sleep.
I
Whatever.
know.
But yeah, I've hit Heather so many
Smacked
times.
her in the face.
Yeah, and then I wake her up, and it's like in the morning, and she can't go back to sleep.
Oh, my hair is all like. Hold on.
What?
Ah, my hair is stuck in the headphone. I mean,
What?
yeah, I just had to rip my hair out of the headphones.
Dude, a great invention. Headphones with a comb on top, dude, so you can just kind
Dude.
of comb it in.
Also, sunglasses that don't get stuck in your hair when you pull them up.
Oh, yeah, I know, dude. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would you do that? You would just need like a little rubber cap to cover up the joint, to keep hair from going in there. Not rubber though, because then it'll stick
No,
to
not rubber. Yeah, not rubber.
like a real slick plastic.
Worm butt.
Silk sunglasses, dude.
Yeah, worm butt.
Got my right headphone, I think, is louder than my left. Hopefully. I don't know what the heck's going
You
on.
can hear better in your right ear.
I hope it sounds. I'm sure we're good, right?
You sound great, yeah. They're
Good on your end.
This end, yeah. We're good.
Good.
We're good. What's been new, man?
Oh, not much, dude. Sleep's kind of getting a little off whack, but I've been hanging in there.
Yeah,
Stayed up.
650's not bad. You woke up.
6:50. Oh, no, I don't want to wake because I didn't go to bed till like 2-ish.
Oof.
So it's been hard to fall asleep, and then like you just messed me all up. I gotta fall asleep before like 1, and I'm good. What's up,
You know
Botter?
when I used to see those commercials on TV that used to be like, oh, blind people suffer from not, from sleep
Right.
deprivation for not
Here's
knowing
Otter Boy.
what time it is or whatever.
Hi, Otter.
And I used to, like, when I was a kid, I was like, that's bullshit. Like, no, we don't. Like, this. I
Yeah.
thought that was a lie.
No, it's for reals.
Yeah, especially once I met you, I realized, like, it's super real. And then it started happening to me a little bit.
Yeah, the more you lose, I think.
Yeah, it's totally,
Yeah, it didn't hit me till like I was like total blind, and then it started.
yeah,
Because I was the same way.
some lady the other day, I meet some lady, that was her first question to me. Like, do you suffer from sleep?
Sleep issues. Well, there's like a full medication for it too.
Yeah. Do you take that?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I
I
don't
think
want
there's
to
a
either.
couple of small side effects. I think I haven't looked too much into it,
I don't.
but I heard my boy Andrew Huberman told me that You only need like even 1 or 2 light receptors to like help with your circadian rhythm. You know, like
Makes
the
sense.
Messages Heather Fox. Heather Fox Lovex. We can do that later.
Whoa.
Open notifications menu. Press control.
sorry. You only need like 1 or 2. Yeah. So like if you have a little bit of vision, you can still kind of like wait, like you're supposed to wake up, you know, and go like direct sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Not even like through a window. Like actually go outside or open your window and get those light receptors absorbing some of those sun rays there.
What's the longest you've ever stayed up?
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. Not much more than 24 hours. Right around there.
Yeah, you start to get pretty loopy after that.
Yeah. I mean, I did like the senior all night party and stuff in high school.
Yeah, but that's not. It's.
And I've done a couple
it's
like
just-
all
I
night
mean, like
all
going
night
not
skates.
because you like can't sleep though.
Oh, not like that. I'll get in this crazy sleep schedule where like I won't fall asleep till like 3, 4, 5 a.m. and then I sleep until like freaking 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You know what I mean?
The worst for me is when I start, because I have the light, and like when I start seeing that it's light out and I'm still not asleep because I've been like talking, turning in bed.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, then you finally fall asleep and you wake up midday and then it just fucking continues the cycle, dude.
Midday, but you feel so groggy, like it's
So groggy.
6 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like freaking everyone's just moving outside. You're like,
It's
what is
nuts. Yeah, you hear the lawnmowers going and shit.
Yeah.
You're like, come on. No, everyone's already eating like breakfast and lunch. You're like,
Yeah. It's just straight not a good feeling, dude. You're just on a whack.
yeah, I can't do like sleep medication and stuff like that either because I remember I take sleep medicine one time in the hospital. And what happened to me was I fell asleep, but then I woke up in like the middle of the night, but I wasn't able to move. Like my mind was awake, but I just
Oh, yeah.
it was scary, dude. And all
That's weird. I never had that. The sleep paralysis or whatever.
sleep paralysis is no joke.
Is that what it's called? I think
Yeah.
so.
And then that kind
That's
of
scary.
deterred me. And then try doing the melatonin thing, but then if you do melatonin, you kind of your body starts to like rely on it.
Yeah,
Your body
it stops
doesn't
producing.
produce it or something.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
The best is like, yeah, your eating patterns,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, trying to control that light.
That's the other thing. If I'm
No screen time, no stimulation. Yeah.
yeah, if I midnight snack or something, it's harder to go to sleep too. It messes with it.
What are you doing, Otter? Otter's been so needy lately. I just turned the camera to him. I turned the camera to him a minute ago.
Hi,
Show
buddy.
them. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he smells like food. He just ate his food. Good boy.
Salmon.
Like, what is he? Yeah, it's like the salmon sensitive dog or something like that. $80 a bag with a discount.
We got we just got for like the first time. I don't know why we haven't been doing it, but we got dealt the big bag of dog food instead of like the little bags, you know?
Yeah.
And I was pouring it in the bowl and I like spilt it all over the floor.
Yeah, we
Definitely
get
need to
big.
use the cup method.
Yeah, we do the big bag and then we just have like a Tupperware thing
Yeah, exactly.
that we fill up. Yeah.
Dude,
But yeah, I've done that. Pouring it into the Tupperware, I've just got it everywhere.
When you were dad, so what? Well, you're always dad, but when you became a dad,
When you were dad,
did you- when you were dad for like,
when I played him on TV,
were you blind when he was a toddler?
no,
So you never changed diapers blind,
no.
dude? Because we had.
I have someone else's kid. I think I
You
changed
have.
my brother's
So-
kids. I
so
feel like I've had to.
we had-
Maybe not. Maybe not.
We had
Definitely not poop.
Kelly's
Or
sister
change.
was staying here a couple days with her baby, my nephew, and he's like 1.5, and he took like the biggest shit, dude. Like it was like a diarrhea puddle, like in the diaper.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad, right?
Yeah.
And Kelly changed it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I don't know how you'll ever do this. Like,
Yeah.
this is." I
Yeah,
don't
they
know how
get,
to teach
dude.
you."
They sometimes there's
So, like, how do you
explosions
do
in
it?
there, dude. You'd have to just a lot of baby wipes, dude. And if you wanted to, you could give them a quick little
Little
bath,
bath,
you know,
yeah.
little butt
But like,
bath.
if we're out in public,
Yeah,
it's just kind of scared about that. Like,
that's scary. And if it's a girl, that's a whole other story.
I know,
Because you got to worry about the vagine.
I know.
You got to wipe, make sure you're not getting
You're
crap in there.
not
And
right the wrong way.
get like an infection
Oh,
or
man,
something.
I'm
Yeah.
literally like, yeah, that was the one thing.
Yeah.
That's the one. I think that's the one thing I'm most scared about if I were to have a kid, like that I would have to adapt to, is trying to figure.
Any blind parents out there, hit us with some
please,
tips, dude.
Please hit us with some baby tips. Very.
I know. I've been thinking about having a kid too. Like we gotta either do it or not, and like it's nerve wracking
Yeah,
thinking
it
about
really
all
is.
that.
It's nerve wracking, and it's like,
Yeah.
and because for you, this time, it wasn't necessarily like planned the first time, so like this would be way more planned. So.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like, is that more anxiety? You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah, it's scary thinking about all the stuff I got to worry about.
what are the things you would worry about? Like mine, number one, a diaper. That's number one, 100%.
Yeah, a little bit of that, but I mean.
And then how they're always picking things up. I noticed, like, they're always picking things up and they'll put things in their mouth. Like,
Yeah, I'm worried about
trying to get
choking.
dog food and shit, and I don't know what's going on sometimes.
I'm worried about choking is the thing I get scared about.
Okay, yeah.
Like when they start eating,
Yeah.
like solid foods and stuff, like because when a kid's choking, they're just silent.
But
you know what I mean?
Is it? Oh, so you're scared being blind, they get choking because they get silent. That's
Yeah, they're silent, and then I wouldn't know, and it would fucking be, you know what I mean? That terrifies me. That's like my fear, dude. God.
What is there any other top ones you can think of?
Other than that, it's like when they start walking, like just start running off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I would do leash.
No leash, dude. You know what I saw?
I don't know, man.
Heather's cousin had.
I think I would have to.
Hang on, listen to this. Heather's cousin had these things are really popular nowadays.
Yeah,
they're
super popular.
The sandals, no, not the leash. The sandals are shoes that squeak when they walk.
Oh, what?
It sounds like a little squeaky toy. I was like, what is that noise? Like, oh, that's his sandals. So every time he walks, like, it was tight, dude.
Yeah, but then if they figure it out, they'll just take their shoes off.
Yeah, and it wasn't that loud either. And if you're in a crowded area,
Nick Mullins, shout out to Nick Mullins. I learned from him. He would put these like little bracelet things on his daughter's ankles that had little bells in them.
Yeah, they could do little bells. Yeah,
that was cool.
You should ask him how he's been changing diapers, dude.
Yeah, we gotta ask him. Gotta get him on here.
We need the soundboard so we can call him.
I know. I gotta hook up the other one for next one.
I'm gonna call him right now on speaker.
Yeah, just do it.
Let's see if he picks up.
Here, wait, I'll do it. I think my microphone's better.
Yeah, try it. We need some blind parenting advice. Dang, Anthony's thinking about having a kid here.
That's not what I'm saying.
You can't have a kid, dude. Need you traveling to me all the time.
The kids need to come if I have one.
Then Heather's gonna have to have one.
Can we ask you a quick question on the podcast? All right. Talk.
Nick.
Let me see if I can hear you.
Nick, can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
All right. You can't hear Dan because he's in my headphones, but we have a really important question.
Okay, I might have an answer.
We're talking about so Dan had his kid when he was losing his sight, but he wasn't fully blind. So he was already out of the toddler years once he was fully blind. Okay. And then I'm talking about if I were to have a kid in the future, my biggest fear, because I had my nephew over and he shit, is changing diapers. How the hell do you do it? Because they're not just like little shits, they're like puddles. They're like big pools.
I've caught in softball turds for sure. It's you just gotta. I mean, sanitary is one thing. So.
And you have a daughter.
Yeah. So it is tough. I mean, honestly, it's having a good area to change. Nice and clean and something that you can wipe down.
So like a
and
changing table.
like a big changing. I had a big changing table that was like I could put probably I could probably lay on it and get changed. So I just, I was like, good surface area just in case if, take the diaper off and then she actually pees extra, then I could, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, it is stressful, but staying in sanitary and having a good wide open area to change is probably the best thing to do for that.
Like you've done it in public places?
Yeah, yes I have, but it's hard to stay private. I used to carry this little kind of pop-up tent thing that was just like 3-sided, so I could like pop it open, put her inside, and then change her without everybody, being able to see what was going on.
And being like, why is that dad being extra tactile with his daughter? It's like he's blind.
God. What they need to come out with is tactile diapers that let you know when they pee.
Oh my god!
A little wet sensor. Yeah.
Dan says a wet sensor.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
I think they make those for people that night sleepers that night pee.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It beeps. Their underwear beeps, so they wake up and stop peeing.
So the answer to the question is it's very possible.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, obviously.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, a bunch of people have done it. Yeah.
That's my scariest thing.
I will say wood floors would probably be best.
Yeah.
All right, dude, you're the man.
What are you guys doing podcasts right now?
Yeah, Nick Mullins, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see some killers vert skating or skating in general, go to Nicholas Mullins, at Nicholas Mullins.
Crash Test Blindy.
Crash Test Blindy on TikTok. And #1 blind dad.
Thank you guys. Well, Dan's up there too. I mean, it's mono on that one.
You've been blind your whole dad life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love every second of it.
Love you, doggy.
Love you guys.
Thank
Talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you soon.
Yeah, Nick. There we go. A big, extra large changing area. That is a great tip. Pro tip.
That was a pro tip.
Pro blind tip for you there.
Do you know what that is, Dan?
An alarm?
It's the Clusive alarm.
The Clusive alarm.
Clusive.
Clusive. CLUSIV.io.
Yo.
I think if you're blind, visually impaired, and you want to get an epic job, and you can work from home.
Are you tired of sitting around and like not having a job and not getting paid the wages you should get paid?
Are your wages way low? Do you want to increase your wage by almost 2 times?
Yeah, like 1.8.
1.8%?
No, not percent.
Yeah, well, 1.8 times. Sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Increase your income and work from home, dude. Remote jobs. That's the best job you can have.
And be confident that you're equipped to do this job.
That's right.
You
And
know why? Because Clusive is giving you the training.
Clusive is the best. It's the first platform designed by and for the blind and visually impaired to help train and get gainful employment with a job that pays
gain more monies.
That pays more than, on average, everyone else out there who's blind and visually impaired working. You can increase that.
Yeah,
and get a job where you can get a job where you can sit at home in your underwear if you want to, in your pajamas, and work remotely. You can travel. When you have all that money, you can travel all over, dude.
Make sure you have a tuxedo T-shirt, though.
And wear a tuxedo tee.
And the good thing about Clusive is they're help training you on your interviews for your jobs. 86% of job interviews these days are done
remotely.
So
they provide that training. They're the only ones providing that training on all those platforms, how to use them, The
And the
techniques,
sick thing
everything.
is Inclusive's not only training individuals who are blind and visually impaired, they're also training the companies, these big companies,
Yes.
to be able to employ these blind and visually impaired individuals.
Yes.
Give them
Teaming
the
up with
right
big
training.
companies. We have some big announcements coming soon with that too.
Big announcements coming soon. Thank you,
Some big
Clusive,
mergers,
for
yes.
supporting the podcast. Make sure you click the link. Go to clusive.io.
CLUSIV.io.
Yes. Click that link. It supports the podcast. I've been getting these calls nonstop from this morning specifically. This literally off the hook from different numbers from different states saying,
Yeah.
and it's like an automated message. Every time I answer, it's like, "This is Amazon. We need to know if you will verify the $2,000 MacBook Pro charge on your account that has just been ordered. Please press 1 if you did not authorize this." And I'm just like, this is the biggest scam.
I know. Some of them are so bad. Some of them are so obvious. I've been having SSA call me, like Social Security.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I don't know if that's real. I looked it up. It says it is. I don't know.
I've been called like once or twice by them.
I just
They don't email. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I doubt they would call.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, they always do certified mail.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to get off my damn disability. It's been like fucking 4 years, dude.
Yeah, you don't use it.
I think I'm coming up on 4 years.
Wait, so you're just not allowed to touch it? It just keeps coming in?
I mean, I got to pay it all back, so I just put it in a separate account.
Yeah.
Somebody told me the other day I got to pay all the interest on it.
What?
I'm like, what? No, there's no way. He's like, no, you
no
got
way.
it. I don't know what kind of freaking bill I'm going to get slapped with, dude. Oh.
Stop. That can't be real.
I'm so scared.
Oh,
I don't know.
government.
Yeah, I'm scared. Money's been real tight last few months. It's been hectic. Just gotta keep pushing, baby. Keep pushing. Oh, I can't get enough water. That was good, dude. Changing, you need a big surface area.
Yeah, that was good to know.
Little tent. I have seen those little pop-up tents, too.
That was the golden ticket because he has a daughter, too. And we were wondering that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more about the... Because I guess you can, like, clean their body. You know what I mean? You can wipe every area down that you need to. But then it's more about the area around crap that gets, poop and pee. That gets everywhere else.
Poop and pee and pee and poop. I can't wait. I'm going to Hawaii.
October.
I can't wait. Book
The island's mine.
the island.
No, different.
Going,
That was more Jamaican. That was more Caribbean. The island's mine. Aloha.
going for the
Aloha, brother.
Basically, 6th to the 26th.
I know you're going a long trip, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you going like 2 weeks?
Yeah, I'm really excited. No, 3 weeks.
Wow. That's going to be crazy.
Go check it out.
Bring me back some lava rocks.
I will.
Or you're not supposed to take them from the island.
Oh, you're not.
But bring me back one. Bring me back one. Don't tell Mom. Yeah. We should hit up. Speaking of callers and questions.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I have a question.
We have a few
from someone.
You do?
Yeah.
Want to go first?
Yeah. This is from Josh, Kelly's sister, Carly, her husband. He's in the National Guard. Thank you for your service.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you. He's the man. He's my brother-in-law, and I love him.
Ooh, maybe you can get me a. Can you ask me if you can get me a badass life vest for Otter?
Ask him yourself right now. Hey, Josh.
Wait, is he there? Is he at the house?
No, I'm saying he'll listen. He's a
Oh, Josh, dude, you guys work with any Newfoundlands? I want like the official dog life vest for
I
Otter.
think that's the Coast Guard, though.
Yeah, but don't they work in
Yeah, you're right.
the water too, don't they?
Yeah.
I guess they work
With
every.
the border and stuff. Yeah.
I was totally thinking Coast Guard. I wouldn't 100% think
The
Coast
Coast
Guard.
Guard.
No, he might have a connection. Hit me up, though.
Josh asked, let me pull it up actually. It's right here.
Josh. Short for Joshua.
I'm super curious how.
I don't know
he's a
that,
big
actually.
sports guy, Josh. He said
Mhm.
he's super curious how sports, professional sports comes into play since we can't see. Like, how do we pick a team if we have favorite teams, and do we root for them? Like, do we watch the games and stuff?
Mm.
It's pretty good.
Live events are the best.
Definitely live events are the only ones I care to, or like a Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a
like,
big.
NBA is so boring to me.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I never really was a sport. I would watch hockey and a little bit of
I never
baseball every
watched-
now and then.
When you could see.
Yeah, even going into blindness too.
Okay.
But I really fell off being blind. Yeah, I never really. The only time I really watch sports is like I'll watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the only sporting event I really think like. I always hated watching sports on the TV growing up. 'Cause
Mhm.
it was so boring to me. I had no idea what was going on.
Or if one of our teams is in the playoffs, which hasn't happened in a long time.
So your teams are just like Michigan then, right?
Yeah,
That's
Tigers,
what
Red
teams
Wings,
because you
and
just grew up
Lions.
there.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is curious how we pick our teams too.
And then like, there's like Michigan State are the two rivals in Michigan for football, college football.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. Those are always big games here when they play. There's a big divide.
Definitely like influenced by professional sports though. Like when I was a kid, wanted to like thought I was gonna be an NBA star. Like I used to
Yeah.
ball, dude. I used to play basketball. Like I used to do drills. Me and my cousin Matt outside his house. Like he had a basketball hoop in his driveway. We used
Mm-hmm.
to do drills up and down that thing. Like it was nuts.
Discipline, dude.
Anything
Discipline.
we got into. Like I always wanted to play football. That was my number one, but I was never allowed to.
Football. Yeah, I used to play a lot as a kid with because I had 3 older brothers, so it would always be 2 versus 2, football, baseball, everything. Dude, we had a sick backyard growing up. I might have told this, but like big backyard, and then all the way in the back fence, in the middle of the yard was like a privacy fence. So if you hit it over the privacy fence, it was like that was the goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like hitting it over the freaking green giant.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I remember as a kid, the first time I hit it over the fence was like huge, dude. Hyped. I made it, dude. I finally made it. And we had a full, we had like all the bases and everything. We had like straight dirt paths that we wore out, from
We
playing
had a really
baseball and stuff.
big backyard in the growing up too. Like it wasn't really, but it was big. It's big enough to like do activities.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this. I was like 7 years old. I don't know why, but my dad was pitching to me like wiffle ball, and he's like, so there's a fence like straight ahead, fence to the left, fence to the right, and he's like, all right, Anthony, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth,
Yeah, I do. World Series
Yeah, it's like
tie game.
You got 3. You're no outs, whatever. He said, "Who do you got up first?" And I said, like Babe Ruth or something,
Mhm.
And Babe Ruth strikes out. And then he's like, all right, who's next? And I said like Derek Jeter or something. And then like Derek Jeter strikes out, and he's like, "All right, Anthony, it's the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, bases loaded, blah blah." blah. And he's like, "Who are you bringing up?" And I was like, I don't know where I pulled this out of. My dad will never let this down. I was like, Al Kaline, Dad. And he's like,
I don't even know who that is.
it's like, what did you just say, Anthony? And he's like, I was like, Al Kaline, is he good, Dad? And he's like, yeah, Anthony, he was pretty good. It was just some random like baseball player, like
Just
old,
the name
old head.
out of
Like, he's
Al
like, how the
Kaline.
hell did you bring this up? I'm like, Al Kaline fucking hits the ball over the fence, dude, like on
No
the
way.
neighbor's like house. Like it was sick.
Al Kaline
That's
came
my
through.
baseball
Dude.
story. I'll never forget it. My dad never lives it down. He like loves that.
That's
His
really
favorite
funny.
story.
Dude. Daryl Strawberry. Al, who did he play for?
I don't even.
Who's Al Kaline?
I don't.
We gotta get him on the podcast.
I know. I think he's.
Okay, line.
Oh my gosh, dude! I don't know why that was just
That's really
like.
funny.
Where did I come up with that play? I never. I think I said like Barry Bonds too. Like it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who are the big guys
shit.
growing up? Like,
Dude, Barry Bonds.
what the heck is his name? I can't think of his name. Cal
God.
Cal Ripken Jr. Not him.
Oh,
It was a junior though.
Yogi Berra. Remember Yogi Berra?
Yogi Berra. Verlander. Pitcher. He was hot in the Tigers when the Tigers were doing good like 5 years ago.
Yeah, so
I can't think of the name I'm trying to think of, but
sports definitely influence. Don't watch them on TV unless Super Bowl.
when you go to games though, you can
Games are
get
fun.
headsets that'll give you like the actual
Wait,
what's
no
going
way.
on. Yeah, you can get
Serious?
you go to like the little
baseball
service.
too?
Yeah, baseball for sure.
Use them?
I've never done it. No,
Dude, I'm really curious about that. Like, so
you
do
go to
get,
like the
extras?
you go to like the services or whatever guest services.
Yeah.
You just tell them, and then you get a little headset.
Oh, dude, I gotta do that. That would make a baseball game like very enjoyable.
Yeah, I can actually get. Baseball's pretty easy to follow. Off like the crowd and everything, you can
Yeah, that's
tell.
true.
You can kind of keep
Baseball's
track.
more just I like to go get the hot dogs and like
Yeah, hot dog and a beer, baby.
yeah,
Maybe a pretzel with some cheese too.
pretzel.
Dude, I went in. We went to a game with my son a couple weeks back. I got like a hot dog. I got a pretzel. I got an ice cream.
Oh,
Like
funnel cake.
I wasn't drinking. I just ate, dude. It was nice. Can't beat, dude. You cannot beat a freaking hot dog at a baseball game.
Yes, you can. I got these hot dogs the other day, dude. They're like gourmet Thumans. Like I get them from the butcher down the street.
Mhm.
They're like this thick skin. You cut them down the middle a little before you grill.
Ooh,
them.
I don't like the snapper skin,
Really?
dude.
Oh, dude, they have
No.
like the little piece hanging off the ends.
Oh no! When you
I
got,
love
I
that, dude.
hate the
That's
casing,
a real
dude.
dog. You put ketchup, mustard, and relish on that bitch.
No, dude. Just mustard and relish.
I almost called you the other day when when the little kids were over and they were all putting ketchup on their burger.
Yeah, it's a little kid thing, dude.
I know.
If you're over 13, you're not putting ketchup
You
on a
put
hot
barbecue
dog.
sauce?
On a hot dog?
Oh, that sounds good. You ever
No,
done it? It's pretty good.
no.
Oh.
Mustard and relish.
What about
Or you can go like crazy,
you get the onion?
like Chicago style,
Yeah.
like pickle and
Cheese.
or you go classic
put-
Detroit Coney dog, dude. Chili cheese, mustard, and onion. Oof.
No, my favorite is if you put so you grill a dog well done, then you put a strip of crispy bacon along the hot dog, and then you put a pickle on the other side.
Mm.
Oh, it's so good.
That's bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, get down on that. I'll wrap that wiener in some bacon, dude. Yeah, baby.
All right, what's our other questions you got over there?
Yeah, we had one from Jacob from Instagram.
Shout out Jacob.
What up, yo? Asked if we ever ride roller coasters or like carnival rides and stuff like that.
I haven't been to a carnival in like.
Did you ride any in like Epcot or when you went to Disney and stuff?
Dude. So, first of all, my first experience on a roller coaster I'll never forget was Nitro at Great Adventure, Six Flags. And my cousin Jack talked me into going on. He's like, it's the best roller coaster. You don't go upside down. That freaking drop was so intense, and like there was multiple of them, and you're just going. I had such a blast. Like I loved it, and I thought I loved roller coasters. So I went on them for a couple years. I hadn't been on a roller coaster in like 10 years, right? And then we went to Disney. I didn't go on one on Disney World. I went on Universal, and it's like the fastest, like biggest roller coaster they have. It's called Velocicoaster.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I had a panic attack on the roller coaster. Like, we sat in the front row, and I remember going, and this thing, it was going like turbo speed, and then we're like cliff hanging on the side of this like freaking drop, and I thought we were about to die, and like the feeling in my stomach, I remember being like, and I couldn't see the turns, or so I think back then I used to be able to see like the turns and the loops like a little better,
Yeah.
the make them out kind of. Dude, I wouldn't be able to see any of them. They would come out of nowhere, so my head's getting jerked back left and right, dude. I'm getting like freaking tossed. I think I'm about to fly out of my seat, and then I think it's over because we stop, and the thing just boosts into like. I was like, when is this thing gonna end? When is this thing gonna end? I was like, I remember looking at Kelly like yelling at one point, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into? And I'm like, and then once the roller coaster was done, I was like, I like couldn't breathe at all, dude. It was like, but I loved it. I loved it, dude. It was
Dude,
awesome. But it was
they're wild
intense.
nowadays.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude. That is not how I remember roller coasters. Being on a roller coaster when I couldn't see like anything, that was a lot more intense. And I think it was kind of cool though. Like, I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I never liked him as a kid. I was terrified. I never went on him.
What about now?
I didn't go on him until I was like older, like mid-20s, and I was like, all right, this is tight.
You were like blind or losing?
No, I was sighted.
Yeah, okay.
But I only been to a park
Cedar Point?
that one time when I was sighted, and then like I think twice since I was blind. Yeah,
You gotta go to one.
dude, Cedar Point is dope.
Is it
In Ohio
is it
here?
Coasters?
So good, dude. Millennium Force is just like the classic old school one that just goes super fast, big drop. And there's like the classic there's the old wood ones that are like freaking wreck your back.
Yeah,
You know
those
what I mean?
ones. Yup. They used
They're
to
all
have one called
crickety.
Rolling Thunder, and it got shut
They're
down. 'cause
dope.
It's too radly.
And then there's like the beginner ones, the Raptor. Is that Cedar Point? That's like it's just fun, dude.
Yeah.
Where you sit in like you're like dangling, but you're sitting. You know,
yeah.
the thing comes over your chest, and that one is just fucking fun, dude.
Dude, I went on King to Ka like 10 years ago. You know what that is?
No.
It's like, it was, at least at that point, it was the biggest roller coaster in the world, biggest drop.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, dude, I remember going up that, and the anxiety of going up a roller coaster drop when you have to like wait a minute for it to go, that I get fucking bugged out, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I start freaking out. Like, my hands get clammy and shit. And like,
And there is a difference, even being blind. I noticed like we sat in the front row a couple times. Of like, there's a difference riding in the front and in the back. You wouldn't think, you can't
1000%.
see, but just nobody in front of you, dude. Yeah, it's
that
a way cooler experience.
That's what freaked Kelly. I've never been on the front of a roller coaster, and when we got to Velocicoaster, Kelly's not even like down with roller coasters, but she was like, "Well, if we're doing this, you got to go on the front." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
Yeah,
I was not ready to do that. And then like like you said, having no one in front of you,
mm-hmm.
there's something about that. And
Yeah, it's dope. You're the
I
first
think
one
the
to drop and
rush of
everything.
roller coasters too is like overcoming that fear. You know, it's like,
Yeah, because after you do it, like you said, you're like, dude, that was
that
sick.
was stoked. You're like, ha.
Once you're alive.
I had no voice.
But I don't mess with the like the Tower of Terror where it just goes up and drops.
Dude, I was gonna ask that because I remember sitting in this one. There was this one thing, a ride where you sat in it, and it like would go up and then just drop, and then go back up and keep.
Yeah,
it would
no.
drop a little bit and then drop a little more and then go back.
Yeah,
up,
do
all
that.
the way. And that
Yeah.
feeling in your stomach is insane.
Yeah, that's
Like, right near,
that's
like,
not as
pelvis
fun as like
area.
doing loops and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
I told the story on here before. But when I was a kid, we went on the Tower of Terror, and there's like the photos of like, you know, like right when you drop, they had the photos, and my chair was empty, dude. All the other chairs had people in it, and mine was empty, dude. Not making that up, dude.
That's not real.
I
I don't think I
swear,
remember this story.
dude.
I think I do, but like that.
I
can't be real.
swear.
Dude,
It was like it was like the haunted Tower of Terror or whatever. It's like you go through like this while you're waiting in line. It's like this creepy like I think it's like a hotel or something, and it's like all creepy and stuff. It's really cool. They set you up and prime you up. My chair's empty, dude.
What are
Disappeared.
carnival rides?
like the sketchy traveling meth labs that come around and set up in like a Walmart parking lot, and then it's set up by like 18-year-old kids who are just, this bolt's missing, we'll just use this one. Who knows what's going on, dude?
Corny kids.
So sketch. I don't mess with those, dude. I'll go there and play the games, but I'm not getting on those rides anymore. Like the swings, we get in the swing and it just goes in a circle. And there's always the battleship that swings back and forth.
Right? Like also like a fair?
Yeah, like a fair. Yeah, exactly. They're just portable roller coasters.
Oh my God. No.
Not safe.
No.
Not safe.
No, thank you.
When you're at like a park, you might get stuck on the roller coaster and be stuck up there for like an hour, but you're not going to fly off, dude. You're not flying off.
Roller coasters are not meant to move.
No, they're meant to be securely, structurally engineered to be stable, not move.
Will you still play like games now that you're blind? Like I love playing like the darts with the balloons.
I haven't played any in a while, yeah.
And I'll still try and shoot the basketball in.
Yeah. I got played doing it's like an angled board. You have to bounce it off the board and it falls into the basket right underneath.
Dude, that's the carnies. Those are the carnies.
Played on that one, dude.
Yeah. The one, what's it called? The one game. I hate the water gun game. That was always bullshit.
We got to fill up the.
Yeah.
It's like a clown face or something. You fill up a balloon till it pops. Yeah.
That game.
Dude, I was. Yeah. I don't mess with those rides.
How about water slides?
A couple of years back, I got really into them because there's one water slide at the rec center where I grew up. I was like, dude, this thing it wasn't that big, but it was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I want to go on a real water slide. Like, if this thing's fun, I can't imagine what they're at full-on water parks. And we went to like the biggest water park in Ohio too. What is it called? Kalahari, I think.
Oh no.
And like me and Heather went, just me and her. And then it was like all kids, dude. So we were like old.
Oh my God.
Like waiting in line with all these kids. And the rides there weren't even like really crazy ones. So it wasn't that cool. We ended up just sitting in the freaking adult hot tub at the bar, like drinking. There's like a bar, hot tub bar. But yeah, it wasn't that. So I want to go to like real ones.
Go to like a serious water park. Like Universal Studios, like
something like that.
Rapids or whatever.
Yeah, the ones where they're like just straight drops and stuff like that.
Dude, there's one that's like I think it's 100 and something foot drop. Like, would you do that?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Where like your butt's barely on the thing, dude.
Yeah, like you have to cross your arms and legs and like.
Yeah. That's what I was expecting.
This one, the floor just drops. Like so you're sitting.
Oh, that one. Yeah, you stand there like in a tube.
Yeah, you're in a tube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I want to do all those.
That's
intense.
The biggest one I've done is like 75 foot, I think.
Dude, that's sick. It was funny though. I'd have to have Heather for the couple slides I went on that were like single ones. I'd have Heather go first.
And then wait for you at the bottom, right?
So it was a little awkward, like getting on, and then they tell me, and then I would go, and then like you land in like the pool. I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go? Like, over here. The lifeguard's like, you need help? No, he's just got to tell him where to go. It's like,
just a couple weeks ago, they have like a little water slide at like the town pool, and I went to it, and, like went down it, and like the same thing happened to me. Like I shot out into the water, and the lifeguard's like just didn't, I guess, know I was blind. And I was like, where do I go? Where do I go? I'm like almost like yelling it. Like finally Kelly's like, over here. No, I remember I went down, I went down this water slide at Disney World at the hotel, and like there's no way to map out water slides. That's like the thing, you can't just map them out if they're big, so you have no idea what's about to happen. And I go up these steps, I'm like, holy shit, these are kind of a lot of stairs. And I'm like, start going, and then finally get to the top, I'm like, I'm kind of fucking scared, dude. Like,
sir, you're on the roof? What are you doing up here?
And it was like nighttime, like it was about to close and stuff, and like I was the only one there. And Kelly's like filming, and I go down the water slide, and I'm just yelling the whole way, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much bigger than I thought, dude. And it's just
Yeah.
turning and turning and turning, and then I like jet out into the water. I was like, it was like the best, dude. I don't know. I love those like I love that like
Yeah.
rush.
I do like screaming the whole way though.
It's so fun.
I do it like super obnoxious, so Heather can hear me
Obnoxious,
the whole
like,
way.
People DM me and said people DM me and said they heard me in their hotel rooms.
Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
That's the best.
Yeah.
The one at the rec center, I rode it so many times. Just like you just sit in a tube, you know?
Yeah. Does it just
And like you're
stick
not
out,
supposed to
like,
get off
into
the
the
tube,
curb?
but you're not supposed to get off the tube. There's like 2 loops and like a drop or something, and it lets you out. It's like, you know, like 2 stories tall.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. But like I did it so many times I was getting cocky, and I don't know what I was trying to like. I wanted to just go on my butt. I was trying to get off of the tube, and I got off, dude, and I freaking like slipped right away and like hit my head. I didn't hit it hard. But it scared me so bad because I like kind of clunked my head. I was like, "Oh, that's why you're not supposed to. That's why you're not supposed to get off the tube, dude. You knock yourself out and you freaking drown."
Oh wait, you go down it on a tube?
Yeah, you sit in a little tube.
Oh, okay.
You can do 1 person
Dude,
or 2
The
person.
ones where you're not on
But
a
then-
tube, they like hurt my back.
But then I was talking to the dude. He's like, "Yeah, we like wax the whole inside. Someone has to go in there and wax it
Holy shit.
like every week or something like that." And he's like, "The one guy slipped in there and dislocated his shoulder."
Oh my god.
So those things are like fully waxed up. It's
Dude,
not just the
that's
water.
Insane.
Yeah.
I remember going down those as a kid and like, dude, the little lines in the tube in the slides would hurt my back so bad. I'd be like,
Yeah, dude. They're not that smooth. I'm a sucker for a lazy river though, dude. I'll chill in lazy river.
I love that shit. I love
Not sitting in the raft though. I'm just holding on to a raft.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to be in the
I
water.
want to be a fish.
I feel like an astronaut walking on the moon, you know, just kind of like dink
It's
the
so
bottom with your
cool.
toes
Yeah.
and float.
Up the lazy river.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My son Callaghan always goes, you know how I have the moving walkways in the airport?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I walk so slow, I'll go on the outside and he'll run up the opposite way of it and see if he can beat me.
God. Oh, I love it.
You ever go up a down escalator?
Up and down. Yes.
Yeah.
But not in
It
a
takes so long,
I feel
dude.
like you get in a lot of trouble these days.
So
Can't
much.
do that anymore.
Yeah, dude, those are good.
What else? Dude, I went to judo last night for the first time in a minute because I like just been so traveling and everything. I found out. Well, first I found out I'm like 23rd in the world, so that's pretty cool.
Whoop, whoop.
And sixth B1, which means like most
For
severe
fully
blindness or
blind,
whatever,
yeah.
And so I'm 6th out of like 16 or something.
About to be number 1, doggy.
Yeah, dude. So that was cool. So I was like, oh shit, I should probably get back to practice. And, I went to practice last night, and because I've been skateboarding so much, dude, my feet were so fast. Like,
Right?
literally, I don't know what got into me. I was just able to trip people up and like foot sweep and do like all these foot throws.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were on the mat, I like got my legs around someone, and they were like, "Holy shit, your legs are like a vice grip." And I was like, "Oh, dude, skating must have got my legs like really
Cross training, baby.
Dude, it was sick. Like, and I felt so good.
Yeah.
I had a nice break. I've been skating a lot, and like, I
Mhm.
skated yesterday and then went to practice. Like, skating's really like feeding my soul at the moment, you know.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
yeah, it's really cool to see that.
When's your next tournament? So yeah, November?
December.
December.
I have one. There's one in November, but it's in Azerbaijan, and I'm like just getting back from Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to Canada in December, and then
Canada. Where do you know we're at in Canada?
I don't know. I gotta look that up.
The
And
Great
then,
White North.
And then that's Pan American Championships, so that's a big one.
That's a big one. Okay.
Yeah, it's the whole South and Central. South Central and Northern America.
Dang.
South and Northern America.
South, north,
All
east
of
and west.
Americas.
North and South America.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
North, South, East, and West.
Pan Am's. I like that name. The Pan Am.
The Pan Am.
I have another.
The Pan Am Games are really cool because they do them like 1 year before the Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just with the like Pan American, so like all of Americas, and then it's literally set up like a mini Olympics. Like they build an Olympic village in whatever city we go to.
Oh,
Like,
dang.
last year was last run it was in Lima, Peru, and it was really cool. Like you get to experience what on a smaller level, like what the Olympics are going to be like, and everybody was there too. Like
Oh,
so
the other
that's
sports
what's cool.
too.
Yeah, you're like you get to meet all those people, and you get all this like. Sick,
Wait, is it
like,
just blind or is it everything?
No, it's all para. So
Or all para though? Okay,
yeah,
that's
all
what I
para.
meant.
The judo's all blind though, but you get like all this like sick. I remember going. It was my first time. Like you get this like you. One day is literally just getting your gear. Like you go and like go to the tent, like get all this freaking exclusive gear because like Nike and Oakley's are like the sponsors. So you get like 4 pairs of like never going to be released sunglasses. Like
Dude, those USA ones, glasses you have
yeah,
are
they do,
sick.
like, the USA stuff, and like it's really cool. You know, it was really it was some experience.
When is that? Is that this Canadian one or no?
No. So that will be next year.
Next year.
It's in Chile.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dang, dude. Hope to be there for skating one day, dude.
Chile?
Just in the
Paralympics.
yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be so sick. I'd be like, oh, I gotta go to judo now.
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Get in there.
Yeah, working on it. Here, I have another question here.
1:05 p.m. One notification.
Let's see what we got here.
Bastion message. Keep
I
pushing.
saw
Friday.
that they're starting to do
Tony's Jason Speakers. Selected.
tournaments in other countries.
Archive.
Like
Actions available. Archive.
For what?
for skateboarding, like adaptive tournaments.
Really? Since when? Where? Did you see that?
Dude, I heard it at Do Tour.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and like Felipe's been arranging stuff.
Oh, sick. There we
Yeah,
go.
there's
That's what we need, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, it's happening.
Dang, that's hype.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's what I want to hear.
Page archives. Swipe upward. Keep pushing.
Okay, so this is
Friday.
Oh, and real quick, did you see
Yeah.
that there was a blind skater from Asia that got posted on ESPN?
the dude. Yeah, is he from Japan?
Japan, I think, yes.
I can never remember his name. I think if it's the dude, it's got to be the dude I'm
You know
thinking.
him?
We've like briefly talked like through Instagram a little bit, and I've been hit up like by people who've interviewed him, like, hey, blah 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 is a fan of you. Can we use like one of your clips or something like that?
Oh, that's so cool.
But I don't think he speaks much English, and I don't speak freaking
Japanese.
any other languages,
Yeah.
so it's a little rough to chat and stuff. But I know he rips like. He's like street skater. Like he'll skate like flat bars and like all kinds of shit. So
Do you know what his vision is?
I don't know. I
wonder how many more of them are there?
Dude, there's a
gotta be, like,
bunch, dude.
tons, dude.
There's our boy in Spain,
Yeah, there's Spain. There's people in Australia. There's
Line Thrasher.
Blind Thrasher, Coco.
Yeah,
Blind
dude.
Riders in Spain.
That's what I was thinking of. Blind
Oh,
Rider.
okay,
Yeah, sorry.
Coco and
Coco's name.
Thrasher.
Yeah, Blind Rider.
Blind Riders in Spain.
He's been killing it for a while.
Yeah, he's on it.
That's why we need these. Yeah, more events.
I think
outside
there's
the
a few in
US.
Brazil too. Just even more adaptive events, even if there's not blind people, so we can get adaptive going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to Brazil if there's one in Brazil, dude.
From message Bastion. Address. Button.
Okay, this is from.
Containers. Speaking rate. Words.
Just got another spam call about my freaking
Message.
Amazon.
Message. Bastion.
I think it's from Bastion. My phone is saying
Bastion. Bastion.
Bastion. I think it's just Bastion.
Bastion.
Yeah.
Calling down at 4days.com.
Yeah.
Friday. Keep pushing. Hey, YouTube wrap up. Actions
Keep
available.
pushing. Hey, you two rad guys.
I first found you a couple of months ago through Tony's adjacent
First
podcast.
found you.
The very next day. Thank you for doing this. You made my hour long commute
There's
truly
Wolf.
extra. Please
Wolf
smile.
Store episode.
First found us on the Hawk vs. Wolf.
I just finished listening to Eric Wiener's Touch the Top of the World. Having never heard of him, following your suggestion. I think it was an absolutely humbling and mind-blowing adventure. You
He read the book, Eric Weinmeyer's
Touch Top of the
book
World.
about. Yeah.
Question for the
That
two of
we
you.
recommended.
Already in your episodes. Apologies if you did, but when did you stop fighting your blindness and realize that was not something you could ever get positive out of, and that you just needed to be you? Was it a single realization moment, like Eric's basketball to the face moment, or was it more of a gradual process? I know Dan basically had to go through the grieving process for the loss, but Anthony was also trying to hide his blindness during childhood, and I'd like to hear both sides' slightly smiling face. Also, what was the first time you realized your blindness wasn't just a negative aspect of you, but was also a strength not everybody had, and was not a single point definition of you and your personality? Actions available.
Did you hear that? That was a lot, but it's yeah. So when did you? Let me hear it one more time.
Already in earlier episodes. Apologies if you did, but when did you stop fighting your blindness and realize that was not something you could ever get positiveness out of, and that you just needed to be you? Was it a single realization moment, like Eric's basketball to the face moment, or was it more of a gradual process? I know Dan basically had to go through the grieving process for the loss, but Anthony was also trying to hide his blindness during childhood, and I'd like to hear both sides' slightly smiling face. Also, what was the first time you realized your blindness wasn't just a negative aspect of you, but was also a strength not everybody had, and was not a single point definition of you and your personality? Actions available.
So yeah. So like
when was the moment that we like basically accepted our blindness, right?
mm-hmm.
Because
And realize that it's not like doesn't take up our entire person. What was it like a single moment like Eric's talking about Eric's book, Basketball to the Face, or was it like gradual over time?
because Dan had to grieve the loss, and I also tried to hide my
Mhm.
blindness for a long time. That's also
I mean, mine was definitely just over time, and just slowly. It was really slowly doing all the things that I used to do helped a lot. And like,
Were
yeah,
you
that was a big
rebellious
thing.
to your blindness?
Huh?
Were you rebellious to your blindness at all?
No, a little bit in the beginning. Like when I they gave me a cane when I was legally blind, but I didn't use that cane until like way later, like years later when I lost some more sight. But by that point, I kind of just like jumped fully in it, and I was just like trying to get as much information as I could about blindness, about living as a blind person. What can I do to make this easier? Like getting that training and stuff, and just jumping fully in it. You know what I mean?
Was there a moment though when, because you did that jump, was there a moment when you were like, dude, I really gotta just like commit to learning this shit?
Yeah, it was when I lost like a big chunk of vision.
Did you
And
wake up one day and like?
Yeah, I
say
woke
to
up the
yourself,
one day and I was like, whoa, this is really bad. And then I was working as a dishwasher at Fleming Steakhouse. And like, I was like, you had to make these runs where you go with this hotel pan, this like big pan, and you take all the dirty dishes out from like in the kitchen on the floor where it's like super hectic.
Mhm.
So you gotta like walk through this, and it's like the kitchen is exposed, so like customers can see it, you know. So you're out on the floor and it's really dark. It's like dim restaurant lighting, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I couldn't like barely see anything out there. I'd be like super slow at
Yeah,
it,
that was the worst. Like,
but like those dudes are moving at, a
rapid-
mile a minute
Yeah.
when they're cooking in the zone. You know what I mean? And like that got super hectic, and then like the chef asked one of the other dishwashers to tell me like, hey, like don't have Dan do that anymore.
Ooh,
Like you just do that.
yeah.
And like that was like, I was pissed. I was like bummed.
It hurts. It's like you're.
Yeah, I was like,
blind.
what the fuck?
Like, dude, I can do that.
Yeah, I was really bummed. That hit me pretty hard, and I was like, dude.
Then you felt. Did you feel like?
And I lost some more sight, a little bit more sight, and I was like, I can't even do this. I can't do this job to like a level that I want to. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even do that.
Start feeling like a burden on people.
No, not a burden. I was more pissed at that
Yeah.
restaurant, and they didn't really understand.
Hmm.
But I just fucking
Wrote them off.
I quit. What did I do? Did I quit? Was I there? Yeah, I quit, dude. That's when I stopped working. And that's when I jumped into like full on training and stuff like that. And like trying to figure out what the hell I could do. You know what I mean? Went back. I was in school, but I just finished my aviation stuff. I was like, well, I don't want to do this path anymore. But that was like probably the most like bummed I felt about I'd say my blindness, really. And like not feeling like, yeah, I could do basic crap. I should have sued him, bro. That's bullshit. I definitely would have won.
Gotta do this for life, dude.
But yeah, then it was just like, yeah, slowly going back, doing the training was huge.
I think
Going to school, figuring that out.
for me, it was like, so you did kind of have like a moment, like there's a few moments that led up to it.
Yeah, it was really just that big chunk of sight loss. Where I was like, all right, I got to take this. This is happening. I thought it was going to happen later, but it's happening now.
And you're like, if I want to get control of my life and be able to be independent, I need
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
For me, it was, dude, I really think I'm trying to really like pinpoint what it was that made me so rebellious. Like, it was I just wanted to be a normal like kid,
Mm-hmm.
not be blind. I just wanted to be like everyone else. And I think a real root of my anxiety of like being blind also was fear of not being able to find a partner in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was a serious fear of mine. Like, I remember even saying to my dad when I was like 19 or something, like, how am I ever gonna like have a family, like all this type of stuff, like,
Well, you also went through the one lady's parents
yeah,
who,
the one girl's parents that
yeah,
really, and that kind of validated my feelings.
that probably messed with you,
It
a
messed
lot
with me
too.
so bad, even subconsciously too. Like,
Yeah,
it was so bad. And parents of a girl, I thought, like, it's your first like serious girlfriend. You're like, I'm gonna
yeah,
marry this girl type of thing, and then the parents say, he can't. How's he gonna drive you? How's he gonna like
right.
take care of anything? Like, so that hurt really bad. But then I kind of like had that feeling like already before that, and then it was only stronger after that. And because I had like a few things in life that would kind of, I remember in high school, I had the first dose of like, I would always do these articles, like newspapers would always freaking interview me, like, oh, what's it like being a blind, or blind wrestler this, blind wrestler that.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets so annoying and frustrating, and I was like, this is such bullshit. Like, I don't want to keep talking to these people and
Right.
talking about this. And I started getting these messages like, your stories helped me so much, like, please keep going, like, keep doing your thing, blah blah blah. And like, that was kind of I was still a kid, but like, it was kind of one of those moments where it's like, oh man, like, I'm actually like helping others with my blindness,
Mm-hmm.
That was one little wake up call. And then you kind of like, you're still a kid dealing with all the like trying to fit in, all that shit. And once again, like, just scared I was never gonna have a partner. Like, that was my number one fear. It all kind of stems back to that. Like, as much as I want to try and think otherwise, it really was that.
Like, you think it was like not be able to like, I mean, because you grow up and you see, people find somebody, they get married. It's almost just like part of it is part of our culture and everything.
Yeah.
So you think
like,
you kind of felt like you weren't going to be able to fit in that sense of life and stuff like that.
Yeah. I thought no one would love me because I'm blind. Like, serious, stupid self-pity type stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But, and that would ruin relationships because I would have no self-confidence in the relationship.
Yeah.
And then,
You think, if you feel like you don't offer anything to a relationship, that's bad.
yeah. Even in the beginning of mine and Kelly's, like, I would get in certain fights with her where I'd have to step back and be like, whoa, like, I'm just getting insecure here.
Mm-hmm.
I have to learn that about myself. So, like, I think once I found someone like Kelly, like, she was immediately like so freaking just didn't care about the blindness. Like it was cool almost. Like it was just like whatever. Like we'll figure everything out around it and we'll figure out how to have fun with it. And like that was kind of like, dude, this huge weight was like lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah,
like,
huge.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. Like it was just like this freaking like no way, you know, like this is I shouldn't have worried my whole life type thing,
Right,
you know,
right.
like I spent so much anxiety and I should have just been myself. And that was kind of like this wake up call of like, dude, you're fucking blind, but that's not like you still have so much to offer. It took me a long time. So like, and there were points along my life, like I said, that kind of reminded me of that, but then it kind of gets buried, you know?
Yeah. 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 I mean, I think most people go through those same feelings, you know, am I ever going to find somebody?
Yeah.
You know? And then it's just heightened by the blindness.
Like a shield.
Yeah.
That ever happening.
The harder you look, the harder it is to find.
Yeah. I tried so
You got to be yourself, like you said. Yeah. Just have fun. And
freaking out as a kid. Like, I'm not fucking blind. Like, literally screaming that at my mom. And like, dude, yeah, you are. Shut up. You read Braille, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just, I just wanted to do things other people were doing too. Like, you know, that sitting through freaking driver's ed was probably one of the toughest things ever.
But you did?
They had the class, like, so I sat through driver's ed for like the first couple weeks until I was like, dude, like in school, like when you were a sophomore, you had to take that class. Like it wasn't outside or anything; it was in a classroom where they teach you the rules and shit. And like I was there for a couple weeks, and like it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is such bullshit. I remember being so mad. And like,
Wait, you had to take that class?
Yeah, I could. There was nothing else for me to take. Like that. Was sophomore, dude.
You took driver's ed, dude.
Dude, for like 2 weeks. So I was like, I used to like ask to go to the bathroom and just walk around the entire block. Like,
oh
like
my
the entire time
God.
of the class.
You
And I
went
just
to
walk around
driver's
school.
ed, dude. Get out of here.
I was so pissed off, dude. Like I remember being like,
yeah, I would have been.
Shit. I was very depressed. Like and then.
You gotta sit through that. Oh,
dude,
that's
and
like
then
torture too.
And then they sent me in in like.
You should have taken the test. Like, yeah, give me the written test, dude. Yeah, and I want a subscriber and a reader.
Oh,
no way, dude.
They just put me in like a little computer room after that, and like had some guy teach me how to like take apart computers.
They did eventually switch it up.
Yeah, but like I remember just walking around the entire hour of that class, like, just like, fuck this.
Oh my God.
So angry.
They took you to take apart computers. What? No way,
They
dude.
finally realized, like, oh, this is kind of messed up.
Dude, I wonder if when we have self-driving cars, if they ever let us drive, we'll have to take some kind of test.
That's what I'm wondering, dude. Like,
There'll have to be some kind of like safety protocol test to take.
Are blind people going to be able to even use them alone, though? That's the one thing I worry too.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing: you can get Ubers and stuff.
Yeah, and
that will pick you up,
and it's no one in it.
Yeah, that's all autonomous.
So if they try to pull some shit like that, that's really messed up.
If they can do that, then you should be able to buy that car and be able to get in that car
with no safety things.
Right.
Maybe
and
just to teach you how to use the car, but that's it.
Right.
And they might have that shit all like voice and like voiceover activated, you know?
Mm-hmm. And there has to be some kind of protocol if like, yeah, what if a car breaks down or if like something weird like that happens, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do then? You're stuck on the side of the freeway? I guess you just call a different Uber or something. I don't know. Yeah.
You just call your
That's
own.
crazy though. Imagine taking a car. I was thinking about this. I'd be really nervous. Like going to the grocery store. Like, where's it gonna park in the parking lot? Like, then
That's what I
how do you know
wanted
where
to
you
say.
are in the parking? Yeah, it would be hectic.
It would be like, where am I getting out? Like,
Right. There have to be like special parking places for that. Like handicap.
They're all taken.
Like handicap, but blind.
They're all taken.
I don't probably just the car would just wait, I guess. You know, and it would tell you no spots available. Wait time approximately 15 minutes.
Messages, big B2, I'm saying extreme.
Quiet.
Should hold the box. To open the note, Ferraro, video render.
Oh, that was Brian texting me what speaker to get.
Nice.
But-
Brian, big shout out, Brian.
And then Bastion also asked, at what point, you kind of answered this a little bit, at what point did blindness stop being such a negative thing and more of a positive thing? For me, that was just like skating and seeing like the influence that I could have as a blind person. Just doing the thing that I loved, and like you said, like stoking people out and stuff.
You've
So,
also said too, like, you've learned that you are where you are. You're able to do the things you're able to do today because of your blindness.
because I'm blind, yeah.
Yeah. Not like a sole factor because of, but like that's a contributing factor.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, I think I put all my kind of rage and stuff into wrestling, I think, because it was the only thing I was able to do like a normal sport.
Yeah, finding something that you can do and actually be good at is
Yeah. That,
You know.
it was like purpose.
yeah, exactly.
And it was like, this is what I can offer. I'm good at wrestling
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
So that was
Hang on, I think he had one more thing too, which I think you know what it is. Hang on, I gotta find. Oh, P.S. More goat noise. That's for you, my G.
That's for you, Bastion.
That's funny.
Oh,
P.S.
man.
Noises
What a great-
on air.
What a great time. Thanks.
He also said any tips for turning off my brain when skating to get that clip.
Oh. Breathing. Breathing.
It's more skating, more repetition.
Yeah, just doing it more. That's what I've been learning. The more I actually said this to my buddy yesterday. A couple weeks ago, I was even like, man, how am I ever going to get better at skating? Like, it feels like I'm just doing the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, like yesterday, I was skating, and everything's just feeling more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel more relaxed on the board. And
Yeah,
doing
and it's
the
like-
tricks feels more relaxed.
Yeah, the more you do it, things feel more natural. And then like next thing you know, you'll be skating and you'll do something without even thinking. You'll be like, holy shit.
I wasn't able to do that.
Like, whoa, I didn't know. It's like this, like when you're in the zone, you know what I mean? And then you'll snap out of it and be like, whoa, I just did that like first try, like, but it's because you weren't really thinking, you know what I mean?
That's the best.
Otherwise, dude, that's the best feeling when you
Oh,
snap
dude.
out of that. You're like, whoa, dude, I was
When
just
I did a
point.
back crook first try in the hubba yesterday to fakie, I was like, what?
Yeah, dude.
It just
Yeah.
felt unreal.
But that's just putting in time and just having fun, dude. And then it just comes, slowly builds. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, make sure you click the like button, like and subscribe, and
Unlike and subscribe, leave a bad comment.
leave a comment. Click the links, and
Yeah, hit that subscription button on YouTube. That helps.
Yeah, please.
A lot.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell for
Doesn't mean a lot
notifications.
to you, but it means a lot.
Leave
to us.
comments, leave questions, keep writing in. We love the emails. We love the love. And
Yeah, all of our eyes and ears out there.
Yeah.
And let us know about that name. What do you think
let
about it?
us know how you feel about the eyes and ears. What do you think about it? And send any recs if you have any recs for names for fans,
Yeah.
viewers. All right.
Sick. Yep. Keep pushing.
One love.
Keep pushing, and one love from Four Bad Eyes.